Alrighty, just releasing, recalibrating, grounding through Gaia. This message is going to be a message for the sign of Gemini. Now, this could be for a Gemini, or the message I could be channeling could be a Gemini. Okay, so keep this in mind when you're viewing these messages. Check all the signs for any special messages from past loved ones, guys. All right, I'm going to say my little blessing before we jump into the message. Archangel Michael, I call upon you. Please protect from any negative entities. Please bring in the message my Gemini friends need to hear. Thank you again, Michael. Amen. I'm not going to have any clarifying decks because this is mostly a channeled message. What past loved one needs to come through for Gemini? Please and thank you. It's 9 of Blossom. See how this fits into the message. 6 of Lightning. So the person, how they were here on this earth, this plane of existence. Ace of Nuggets. Looking back, how they see you. They wish they would have done more of when they were here. A lesson from the other side. Okay, guys, I'm gonna just say this. I feel like this is somebody's child who has passed. I feel like this is a baby. This is a little kid that's coming through here. And honestly, with the Ace of Nuggets as their energy, I feel like this was a child who was a year or younger than a year. What they want to tell you. Seeker. Interesting. This is Hermit energy. Interesting. So, I definitely feel like this is a person's child, okay? The energy that's coming through, we have a lot of ones, guys. But I feel like this child was younger than a year old. To be honest with you, I feel like this was the beginning part of their life. I will say that this child was surrounded in love. This child was surrounded by people who loved them when they had passed. So if this was a child who was sick, maybe this was a child who hadn't fully developed. This child was very loved, very cared for by a lot of people. And they know that, okay? This child knows that. They could have been an earth sign. We have earth energy coming through here. So Virgo specifically, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. Now, looking back, and I feel like this is how the 9 of Blossom plays in. This is them looking back. And you see here in this Sun card, off in the distance, you see the family playing in the sunlight. You see that? I definitely feel like this person, this being that's coming through, they know that there was a lot of love that people really cared for. I'm seeing a room full of balloons and flowers, almost like it's a hospital room. So you guys, I feel like this is a child who had passed of an illness, but it wasn't, they're not viewing their passing as bad. That's what I will say. They're not viewing this passing as bad. They're looking at this as the time that they were here on this planet was exactly the amount of time that they needed to be here. Their soul, the amount of love that they received when their soul was here on this planet, it was enough love to carry them through lifetimes. Something that they wish they would have done more of, well, obviously, they wish they would have been able to experience life more. Been able to explore the curiosities of life. This is Page of Swords. I definitely feel like they would have been very adventurous. So this is a child who would have been very rambunctious. Had they had a full life, you would not have been able to keep up with this child. I will just be honest with you. They would have given you a run for your money. And I feel here the amount of time that they were here, you could see that. You could see that energy, just as even if they were under a year old, you were able to see how rambunctious this child was, even in sickness. Okay? I'm getting goosebumps as I'm saying this, guys. A lesson from beyond. Okay? A lesson from beyond. Don't hold on to this. This sickness, whatever transpired for this child, even if you feel like it was partly your fault or there was something more that you could have done, I honestly feel here there wasn't more. There wasn't any more that you could have done to bring this child back, to make this child stay. And I'm getting very emotional, which is it's not like me. I don't really feel the emotions from the readings in the same way because I've done so many, but this reading is really bringing tears to my eyes. This child doesn't want you to hold on to this passing, okay? They do come back and check on you. They are with you through your journey. And just having this awareness is important. And this is something that they want you to know. They still look back on their time here on this planet Earth as a time of joy, a time of love, a time when they could feel that emotion from you. So try not to hold on to the bad things that happened or the sickness that this child went through. Because they know that they were very loved. Okay? Now, they want to say directly to you as a person. And this may sound funny because it's coming from a child, but understand that we have past lives. So, and I feel like this child was most likely an old soul. Okay? Again, the time that they were here on the planet was the exact amount of time that they needed to be here. Okay, that they needed to feel this energy from the family that they received on this planet. They knew when they came into this that they weren't going to be here forever. Okay, so Seeker, this is Hermit energy. Just take your time with the journey. Enjoy the journey. Okay, don't get too hung up on the little things. Because in the bigger picture, in the bigger scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. All that matters is what we're here to do, the energy that we submit into this earth plane, and how we carry ourselves, how we interact with other people, how we care for ourselves, for other people, for the world. Okay? So try not to hold on as much to the negative experiences. And I feel like that's the message that they want to share with you directly, that they're still with you. They still visit you. If you look, this card, the person is meditating, but it's like they're receiving messages from another source or another plane of existence. And that's exactly what happens, guys, whenever we are in a dream state. Even us, and I know this may sound subjective to some people, so if you don't believe, I apologize if I offend you. But I believe that we have past lives, and I believe as souls that when we are in our dream state, that's what we're doing part of the time. Is we're going back and we're meeting with those souls from our past lives and, acknowledging the existence, the energetic cord that's there. Now, that's what I believe. And I feel like that's what this being, this child is coming through and portraying, is they're still with you through this journey. They still come and check on you. They still feel the love. They want you to know that they enjoyed every moment that they had here on the planet, even if it was partly in sickness. Okay? Let's pull some Archangel blessing messages here. These messages can be triggering. I should maybe have a warning message at the beginning. But I do appreciate all the love and support. Liking, subscribing, sharing the content. You guys are all amazing. Healthy lifestyle. Archangel Raphael. Eat a healthy diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. Let's pull one more. One wanted to come out. Prioritize. Archangel Metatron. Focus on your highest priorities. I'll help you get organized and motivated. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Gemini, I feel like that's a good message coming through for you guys. Thank you guys again for all the love and the support. We're going to move into Libra's energy. And I look forward to reading your cards again soon. Namaste.